Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my August and September favorites and disappointments video. I'm talking a little bit about some hair care products, along with some skincare, and of course, makeup. So don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and let's jump right into this video. So the first product we have here are the Garnier Whole Blends. This is the moisturizing shampoo and conditioner with the vanilla and papaya extracts. Now, I was actually sent a bunch of their new products that they just recently launched. Now, these are exclusive to Walmart, so you can find the entire line there. But I was really drawn to this one because, one, I do have blonde curly hair. I am a natural curly girl, and I'm always looking for a product to help restore moisture and to just help my hair just feel nice and soft, because sometimes during the cooler months, my hair does tend to get a little bit drier. And I also use this product when I had my box braids in. I took a little bit of the conditioner and mixed it with water in a spray bottle, and that's what I used to clean my root area. And that was to remove any gel buildup that I had, and then I co-washed, so I took the conditioner, that's what I cleaned my box braids with, and then I just went in with it again, and that just made them really, really soft. It also has a really nice, like, light vanilla smell to it. I think that it gives my hair like a nice bounce to it. It helps moisturize my hair, and I also like how nice and defined my curls look after using this product. They also launched 4 or 5 different formulas, so kind of depending on what your hair needs are, you can definitely check those out. I find that they work best when you use them together, but you can always kind of mix and match if that's how you like to use your hair products. They also retail for $5.47 for the 22-ounce bottle, which I think is a great buy, especially for the amount of product you get. I definitely run through conditioner a lot more than I run through shampoo, just because I shampoo my hair every other time I wash it. That's the system that I find works best for me. But I really like these 2 products, and I would definitely recommend them if you're looking for something to try out, especially with the winter months coming. The next product we have here, this is the YSL Touche Eclat Blur Primer. Totally butchering that name. Touche Eclat. You know what? I'm going to Google how to pronounce this name because it's really gonna bother me. So I think it's pronounced Touche Eclat. So this is what the product looks like. You can see that it has some gold flecks in there, and I think that that just adds a little bit of radiance and luminosity to the skin. It just looks really pretty and natural. Then you apply your foundation on top. It has a really nice, like, velvet feel to it. Find that it does smooth out your skin a little bit if you have some, like, bigger pores, which I do slightly in this area. It also helps extend the wear of your foundation. Now, this primer is a little bit pricier. It is $52. It is 1 fluid ounce of product, but you only need a tiny amount, so this should definitely last for a significant amount of time. I've been using this one for a few weeks, and I find that I just like how my makeup wears when I use it, so that's why this is one of my favorites. The next product we have here is the Neutrogena Age Shield Face. This is the oil-free lotion formula, and it is SPF 110. I know that summertime's passing, you don't necessarily need to use something as high as this. The reason why I was because I was using a product, I was helping to lighten my hyperpigmentation, and I didn't want to get any exposure to the sun. I also didn't want to have any, like, white cast on my face, and I didn't want there to be any flashback. This product really delivered all of those things that I needed. It's also travel friendly because it's only 3 fluid ounces, and it's pretty inexpensive. So it's under $10. It was $9.79. And it also helps to protect you against sun damage and signs of aging, which, girl, yes, I am all the way here for it. It's funny because now that I'm a little bit older, I never used to use SPF products, but I've seen a few articles out there of people that hadn't. It was actually interesting. I had seen a truck driver, and he never used SPF, and one side of his face, obviously the side that he drove on, always had sun exposure, and the other side wasn't. And he was a truck driver for like 25 years. I'm gonna see if I can find the picture. If I do, I'm gonna insert it. And it just showed the difference of what not using SPF can do to your skin over time. And I was like, yeah, it's time to find one that definitely protects you from any sun damage, because those rays are hella strong. So the next product that I have here is the NYX Liquid Suede. These are the metallic mattes, and they're not like ultra metallic-y. They do have a little bit of shimmer to them, but it's not like an overly shimmery product. It's something that you can definitely wear on its own. And when they dry, they have just a hint of a metallic finish. And this is what the two look like. They just have a really creamy formula. It also has a really nice color payoff. I'm using a different metallic lip today because I wanted to try another formula and see how I feel about it. This is a newer one as well. This one tends to be a little bit more shimmery. It's still really pretty worn in the center of the lip, but this is something that you can wear just on its own if you want to wear it all over your lip. You can deepen up the edges with a lip liner, and these are priced at $7.50, so I think that these are a really nice buy. I feel like there's been a ton of metallic mattes that have come out. When I got these, I was really excited to try them, and then I applied them. I was like, wow, they're really pretty. They wear really nice. They are from the suede line, so it's not like an ultra matte lip. It is going to have a little bit of slip and move to them, which is great for people that don't like overly dry lip products. The next product we have is the Jouer cream eyeshadow sticks. Now, I've been really into using cream products as a base to eyeshadows. I just find that it really intensifies the look. I actually did it on my eyeshadow today. I used a cream pot underneath my eyeshadow, and then I just pack the color on, and I find that it just gives you more like vibrancy. So that's something that I've been doing, especially like in the tear duct area. So now it's like my new thing is using cream products as a base. So these are the cream eyeshadow sticks that I actually really like to use in my tear duct especially. They have about 9 shades in these, but this is probably my favorite. This is in the shade Rococo. So you guys can see, it's just this really pretty shimmery cream shadow. And the reason why I like these is because they dry pretty quickly, and you can use them either as a base for another eyeshadow, or you can just use them as a cream eyeshadow. Since it's pretty easy to apply, I literally just pop it into the tear duct, and then I pop a shimmery product on top of that. And since the product is cream, it's easier for like loose powder products to adhere to it. These retail for $22, and there's 8 or 9 shades, just like the base shades that you would need or that you would usually grab for. So they have this shade, they have like a champagne pink shade, there's also like an emerald green, a navy blue, which you can use for like a smoky eye. So I think that they have a really nice range of cream shadow sticks without them being overwhelming, because they have too many and you might not be able to choose. The next product we have is from Lush. This is their tea tree water. So this is a toning product. I like to use this at night before I go to bed, and you can also use it as a pick-me-up in the morning if you just need to wake your face up, if your skin is feeling a little bit oily. It contains tea tree, and it also has astringent grapefruit in it. It's just a very like refreshing spray. It's not something that you absolutely need, but it's something that I like to use just to kind of keep my oils at bay. If I'm using a lot of products and I feel like my skin is just like obnoxiously over the top oily, I'll just apply a little bit of this product. This was actually recommended to me by Patrick. He was the one that used this. He was like, oh my god, this product is so good. So I decided to pick one up, and I also really like it as well. So I'm throwing it in my favorites video. This product retails for $10.95, so $11. I definitely think that it's worth the price. You only need 1 or 2 spritz of it. It has a nice little sprayer in there. The next product we have is the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Micro Powder. It's just a pressed powder, but it has this very like luxury feel to it. Not only the case, but I'm talking about the way that it applies to your skin. So I like to use this after I set my under eyes. I do my whole baking process, and then I'll just go over it with a flat brush, and I just apply a little bit to my under eyes, and I find that it just smooths it out really nicely, and I like the wear of it throughout the day as well. You can also carry this around if you just want to do a little bit of touch-ups. The only thing is it only comes in 3 shades. It has shade 1, 2, and 3, and this is shade 2. So I only can use this on my under eye area. Obviously, it's way too light to use all over my face, but my T-zone is the area that I find that I get really oily. I'm just gonna take a little bit. I'm not even sure if you guys are gonna be able to. Find that I just set it a little bit, I've already applied some to my under eye area before I filmed this video, and I just find that it just smooths everything out and it just looks really beautiful throughout the day. This product is a little bit more expensive. It does retail for $45, but in my opinion, it's just one of those products that works and I do like it. The price tag is a little bit higher, but sometimes you do have to pay a higher price tag for products that are going to give you a specific look or feel, and that's something that I definitely find with this product, so I definitely recommend this one. So the next product we have here is the Maybelline and Shayla collab palette. This is the City Mini palette, and Shayla doesn't really have a name. So it does come with 6 shades. Now I've been using this bad boy a lot. The pigmentation on these is really, really nice. They have a top quality feel to them. They have a really nice color payoff. And I also find, especially the shimmers, they're really beautiful. I feel like you can do a lot of different looks with this. I would have hoped for maybe one more transition shade, something maybe a little bit deeper than this one and lighter than this one, but there's only 6 slots. And I think that the choices that she made were obviously important. So I do like to grab something similar to maybe like a Saddle by MAC, or something, you know, a little bit lighter so that it's closer to my skin tone as a transition shade. But overall, I think that this palette is definitely a hit. I feel like you can always use these shades. You always need a good black, nice brown, some shimmery shades in there. So I think the composition of this palette is beautiful. It's super small, so you can always travel with it or keep it in your bag if you like to do your makeup on the go. And it also retails for $10, so it's super inexpensive, especially for the amount of product that you get. The next product we have here is probably my favorite blush brush at the moment. This is the Luxie 640. So this is what it looks like. This brush is literally everything. I would say at the moment, because you never know when new things are gonna come out, but I always reach for this brush. So it is a tapered face brush. The bristles are so soft, and I feel like it just is perfect for applying blush if you just want to add just a hint of color. This one does retail for $24, which I think is very standard for a good brush. And I've had this one for quite some time. It doesn't shed on me. It's also like a cute pink shade, so you can always find it if you're just looking for like the pink handle. So this brush I definitely recommend if you are looking for just like a really nice like everyday blush brush. The next product we have is from Tarte. This is their lip sculptor. So this is a double-ended product. So it comes with a lipstick on this side and a gloss on the other side. I personally love these because I like the formula of both ends. Sometimes you get a product and you're like, oh, I really like that one eyeshadow, but the other 6 I hate. This is in the shade Jam, which is probably my favorite, which is why I showed it to you guys. So this is the lipstick and this is the gloss. You can definitely wear these on their own, or you can wear them together, how I like to wear them. The lipstick is really nice and hydrating, and I also like to wear it with a lip liner sometimes if I just want to deepen the outer edge just a little bit. But overall, I think that it's a great product. I think the gloss isn't super sticky, and the lipstick has a nice opacity. It lasts for a good amount of time. Obviously, it's a traditional lipstick, so if you eat and you do a bunch of stuff, you are going to need to reapply. These do retail for $24, so it's like a $12 each end product, but I'm all for like multi-use products. This is something you can throw in your bag and you have a lip gloss and a lipstick. And the next product we have here, this is from LC Cosmetics. This is the Minimalist palette. It's a completely matte palette. I've actually been using this one in conjunction with the Shayla palette. This one does have like the transition shade that I was speaking about, which is right here. So it's a little bit lighter than the brown that's in the Shayla palette, but I find like with using this shade, it's perfect. So if you're just looking for an all matte option, this is what the swatches from the pan look like. I think that it's a really nice, high quality product. You get like the basic shades that you need to create a few different looks, something very everyday, bridal, something really natural, some smoky eyes. So I think that it gives you a nice variation. This palette does retail for $45, so that would be $9 per shade. But with the quality and the layout of the palette, I think that it's definitely worth it. These are also pretty big pans, so you won't go through it too quickly, and it also has a mirror inside. Definitely check this one out if you're looking for something very sleek, high quality product and all matte. The next product we have here is the Guidance to Glow Copper Complex Peptide. This is a hyaluronic acid product. So it comes with a dropper. Now, hyaluronic acid is a product that you can use to get some intense hydration. So I have been using products that have been a little bit more drying on my skin just because I've been dealing with some like skin issues as per usual, guys, and we'll talk a little bit about that in my disappointments. And this was recommended to me by my esthetician, who I love. She's in LA, so I don't see her as often as I like, but when I go out there, I try to make an appointment. This is actually from her line, and she's absolutely amazing. I'll also link her information if you guys are in LA and you're just looking to get some facial or just some skin advice in case you guys are struggling with any skin issues. So she actually recommended another hyaluronic acid to me when I started going to her maybe like a year ago, and that one had more of a gel-like formula. This one, when you apply it to your skin, it almost feels like a water based product, and it dries pretty quickly, which is something else that I like. So if you don't like to apply makeup on top of like a heavy moisturizer because you're feeling that your makeup gets a little bit like greasy feeling, that's why I love to use this product. Also, I've been getting really dry patches like on my forehead and around this area because I'm experiencing some light peeling. So when I put moisturizer on top, I feel like it's not really getting into my skin, and I'm a little bit nervous about overproduction of oil and breaking out a little bit more. And I find that when I use this product at night before I go to bed, I wake up and my skin is a lot more moisturized and a lot softer and just more supple compared to when I was doing my skin routine and just using regular moisturizer. I would wake up and my skin would feel really dry. And this product is pretty expensive, but I personally don't mind spending money on skincare. I find like that's one of those things, and not saying that there are drugstore skincare products that don't work, because there definitely are, but if something did come recommended to me, especially from someone that does assess my skin on the regular, I'm definitely a little bit more inclined to kind of take her advice. So I definitely would recommend this product. I haven't had any issues with breaking out or anything, so that is definitely important. Okay, so let's talk about some of my disappointments for the last 2 months. So the first is the MAC Next to Nothing Face Color. So this is their newest foundation. So I tried to give this foundation a try on its own. It really just doesn't do anything for me. I am a medium to full coverage girl. I think that it's similar to their Face and Body foundation, which I think is really nice if you're doing just some very, very light touch up of like any like light hyperpigmentation or redness. But I think that if you have like super flawless skin and you just want a very light hint of color or just something for every day, I definitely think that you can make this foundation work. But if you wear your makeup medium to full, or if you just want to be a little bit more glam, I don't think that this foundation is right for you. Now, I was able to mix this with a full coverage foundation, and I did like how that looks. So I will give it that. I think that it mixes really nicely, and it kind of cuts the product down so that you're able to take a full coverage product and make it into a medium coverage. But just on its own, it just didn't really do anything for me. So I just applied a little bit to the back of my hand. You guys can see that it has a very, very light coverage. And once you blend it out, it's almost not really noticeable. It's not a product that I like hate, like I'll never use it, but it's something that I would say, one, if you have really great skin and you just want a little bit, you know, just to blur maybe some tiny imperfections that you have, or if you just want to wear something, you know, just to run to the grocery store, something just super light, or just to run out in the daytime, I think that that foundation might work for you. But if you're really into like medium or like buildable full coverage foundations, it's not going to be your favorite. So you guys know there are a lot of products out on the market that help your hair grow or help your hair grow faster. So I've kind of been doing a little bit of research on those, and I decided to finally try one out. I think I might have tried, I never did like Hairfinity. I think I might have tried out like Main Choice. It didn't really do too much for me, so I just kind of stopped using it, but it didn't make me break out. I decided to try this one by Curls. So this is the Curls, this is their Blissful Lengths Liquid Hair Growth Vitamin. It is a liquid vitamin. You are supposed to take it once a day, and one bottle lasts for 2 weeks. So it's $25 per bottle, so it's a $50 a month commitment. I decided to give it a try. It wasn't overly expensive. it didn't taste the best, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't like a lasting taste that, you know, was overwhelmingly gross. It was decent. Okay, I used it for 2 weeks. I was making sure I was drinking a lot of water. I didn't really incorporate any new products into my skin routine. Like, I will break out, but I've been very, very diligent with my skin. I've really been trying to get my skin into a good place. It's something that's really important for me, and I definitely struggle because I have extremely sensitive skin. I can use a product one time and it can break me out really bad, and it's just really frustrating. So I decided to give this a try. My skin was like looking popping. I was like feeling myself. I'm like, oh, I'm about to get this long hair or two, bitch. But nah. 2 weeks into using this product, I noticed that my texture started to change a little bit. I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm getting like some blocked pores, and I'm like, it's not my foundation. I'm still doing my regular skincare routine. Everything is good. And from one day to the next, I'm gonna show you guys a picture really quickly. Real quick. So this is what my skin looked like after 2 weeks of using this product, but it was like one day to the next. It was almost like I had an allergic reaction to a product, but I know I didn't. I was just using the same stuff that I always use, and I felt like this had to be the only product that could have caused that. Now I know that it does have biotin in it, and biotin can cause you to break out. I'm not 100% going to say that it was that, because obviously it could have been anything, but it was really the only thing in my routine that had changed. And if I get any dark spots now, whether I mess with my skin or not, I am going to get hyperpigmentation. The fact that I've been working for like 3 or 4 months and using all these products to kind of help exfoliate and lighten those spots, and I feel like I'm kind of starting over, was just really frustrating. My skin still has some texture to it. You can kind of see it there. Like, I might get like 1 or 2 or 3, and it's not too bad. It was like 20 on each side, and my entire forehead broke out in like all of these tiny bumps. So it was definitely something that had reacted to, and I definitely think that it was that. So obviously that's why this product is in the bottom for me this month. And this is the last product in my disappointments video. Now I feel like everyone and their mother is going to disagree with me on this. Now I think that this palette does have some really nice components to it. This is the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. So I think the construction of the palette is really nice. I like the shades that they chose, and I also really like the mattes. The mattes didn't really give me an issue. I think that the palette might have been like a hint too red than what I personally like to use, but I do know that is the theme of this palette, so I get it. It kind of goes with it, and with that they definitely hit the mark, but it was just a little bit too red for something for me to use every single day, which is the reason that I was slightly underwhelmed. I do really like the first few transition shades. I think that they're a great formula. I like the color pigmentation of those. What I think really fell short for me on this palette were the shimmer shades. I think the colors are pretty, but I wasn't crazy about the formula. I feel like they didn't give that like payoff that I wish they would have given me. Like I said, the reason why this palette is in the bottom for me, or in my disappointments for this month, is mainly because of the shimmer shades and my personal preference not being crazy about very, very red eyeshadows. But overall, I think that it is a nice palette. So that is my full review, guys. Thank you so much for checking out my video. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Let me know if you like or dislike any of the products that I spoke about in today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.